Macbeth is a Scottish general who is led wicked by the thoughts of the prophecies of three witches. He is easily tempted by murder to fulfill his way to the throne. Macbeth is never comfortable in his role as a criminal. He is unable mentally to bear the consequences of his actions. Lady Macbeth. Macbeth's wife, a deeply ambitious woman whose lust for power and position. Early in the play, she seems to be the stronger and more ruthless of the two, as she urges her husband to kill Duncan and seize the throne. However, Lady Macbeth falls to her guilt and madness even greater than her husband. Her conscience affects her to such great extent that she eventually commits suicide. 3 Black and Midnight Hags, whose plot mischief against Macbeth using charms, spells, and prophecies. Their predictions promote him to murder Duncan, to order the death of Banquo and his son, and to blindly believe his own immortality. The play leaves the witches' true identity unclear, aside from the fact that they are servants to Hecate. The brave noble general whose children, according to the witch's prophecy, will inherit the Scottish throne. Like Macbeth, Banquo thinks ambitious thoughts. It's Banquo's ghost, and not Duncan's, that haunts Macbeth. In addition to Macbeth's guilt for killing Banquo, the ghost also reminds Macbeth that he did not follow Banquo's reaction to the witch's prophecy. The good King of Scotland, whom Macbeth, in his ambition for the crown, murders, Duncan is the model of an honorable and kind ruler. His death symbolizes the destruction of order in Scotland, that can be restored only when Duncan's line, in the person of Malcolm, once more occupies the throne. The goddess of witchcraft, who helps the 3 witches work their mischief on Macbeth. A group of ruffians conscripted by Macbeth to murder Banquo, Fleance, whom they failed to kill, and Macduff's wife and children. Banquo's son, who survives Macbeth's attempt to murder him. At the end of the play, Fleance's whereabouts are unknown. Presumably, he may come to rule Scotland, fulfilling the witch's prophecy that Banquo's son will sit on the Scottish throne. In the royal palace at Forres, Banquo paces and thinks about Macbeth and the prophecies the witches told him. The witches told Macbeth that he would be king and that Banquo's sons would eventually take over. If the first prophecy came true, Banquo thinks, why not the second? Macbeth and Lady Macbeth ask Banquo to attend the feast they will host at night. Banquo accepts their invitation and says that he has planned to go for a ride on his horse for the afternoon.
Hey, Banquo, where you going?
I'm going for a ride.
Where?
I'm going somewhere.
Alright, we'll come back for the party.
Alright.
Lady Macbeth is stressed and sends a servant to fetch her husband. Macbeth comes and tells his wife that he is afraid too. Saying that his mind is full of scorpions, he feels that the mischief they have began by killing Duncan is not yet complete, because there are still threats to the throne that he must take out. Macbeth tells his wife that he has a plan. Two murderers now joined by a third. Lingering in the wooden parks outside the palace, Banquo and Fleance approach their horses. They light a torch, and the murderers set upon them. The murderers kill Banquo, who dies, urging his son to flee to avenge his death. Macbeth and Lady Macbeth enter as king and queen, learning that Banquo is dead and that Fleance has escaped. The news of Fleance's escape angers Macbeth. Returning to his guests, Macbeth goes to sit at the head of the royal table, but finds Banquo's ghost sitting in his chair. Screaming, Macbeth speaks to the ghost, which is invisible to the rest of the guests.
Welcome, guests, to my party. Let us feast.
Macbeth, what's wrong? Are you okay?
Witches meet Hecate, the goddess of witchcraft. She scolds them for meddling in the business of Macbeth without consulting her, but says that she will take over. She says that when Macbeth comes the next day, as they know he will, they must summon visions and spirits, whose message will fill him with false sense of security and draw him into his confusion.
I heard you guys are dealing with Macbeth without me. What is this? Well, Macbeth is coming. You guys gotta tell me something that would lead to this.
That night, somewhere in Scotland, Leon walks with another lord, discussing what has happened to the kingdom. Banquo's murder has officially been blamed on Fleance, who has fled. Both men suspect Macbeth, whom they call a tyrant. In the murders of Duncan and Banquo, Leonce and the Lord express their hope that Malcolm and Macduff will be successful and their actions can save Scotland from Macbeth.
Hey, have you heard about Macbeth?
No, what's going on with him?
He killed Banquo and King.
What do you mean? But I haven't heard anything.
What do you mean? Everyone's talking about it.
No, we gotta put an end to this. We can't go on like this.
He's going insane.
Yeah, he is. I have to stop this right now.